Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Hannah. Happy birthday to you. Hooray!
Hooray, honey, it's my birthday. Give me a kiss.
And can we just do a pyjama? Only the leg, obviously, because you've only got the leg on. Look. Where did those pyjamas come from, Han?
For the birthday.
Father birthday. And how old are you?
Mother birthday.
Yeah, mother birthday. How old are you? Really old.
Really old.
Really old.
Really old.
Yeah.
Let's
hang on.
say I'm not feeling 22 anymore.
There's grey and there's wrinkles.
Yeah, you've switched it to the front camera.
Rude. Henry don't care. Oh,
Henry's leaving.
he's going as well. It's a beautiful morning. Birds are singing, blue skies, Honey doing a tiddle. Right, we've had a request for some discussion about, oh look at my shadow, that's not good, about the fish. So I thought I'd bring you down and feed them and tell you about them. So here they come. Look at him. That's Clementine. Here's the others. Honey is whining in the background. What I'm going to do is with my left hand. There they go. I can actually put food straight into Clementine's mouth. But hang on. Okay. They don't eat as much now the weather's turned cold. In the summer we come down easily twice a day and they go mad for food. But basically, excuse me, this pond was here when we moved in. Yeah, so we went down to the local aquarium shop, fish shop, and hang on, I've got dogs as well. We bought about half a dozen shabunkin, which are like little goldfish, and 4 of which are still, let's find Tom because he is, no, is that Tom? Yeah, I think that might be Tom over there. And Tiny, who is, yeah, he's disappeared now as well. Okay, so we had Tilly, Tom and Tiny plus 3 others and I can't remember their names, which is a bit appalling. And yeah, one of them, Tilly, got by a heron, which is why we've now got the netting on. Because the heron has been back a few times, not since we've had the netting, but it did get another one, I think. We lost another one to the heron. We've got a mixture of fish in there. Although it's officially a koi pond, it's not. That's why it's so deep, and that's why there's no lilies or leaves or anything like that, plants in there, because you don't have them. It's too deep to have that, because they have to be anchored on the bottom. So they literally have this filter system and this clear water. We've got some grass carp in there who keep the pondweed down. Sorry, I can't really get a good picture because of the reflection. Let's go in there. There you go. You can probably see the bottom again. Yeah, see all the leaves on the bottom. They will go out. Gary clears it out a couple of times a year. I do love the fish though. I find them strangely compelling. And in the summer in particular, when they all come up, we come and sit and just watch them and yeah, talk to them a bit. Look at that, girlie. Come on then. And in case you're wondering, yes, both the dogs have been in the pond. by accident more than design, because when we throw the ball sometimes it would go in the pond, and a couple of times that little daredevil has actually gone in after the ball. Trouble is, it's really hard for them to get out because they're obviously vertical side, so I had to haul her out by the scruff of her neck. Didn't I, bub? Didn't I? Oh, look at her face. Look at her. Oh, you're just too gorgeous. It's Wednesday morning. Can you remember what Wednesday morning is? Of course you do. It's Weight Watchers. I'm off now. So, yeah. Will there be a happy dance? Or will there be a sigh and a try better next week? No, there's going to be a happy dance. I'm absolutely positive. So it's Wednesday afternoon. I've been doing lots of jobs all day. Weight Watchers this morning. Now, there's a happy dance. Now, there was going to be a happy dance from a little friend of mine because, you know, I thought I'd do something a bit different. I have a dancing boofle. How cute is he? And he shimmies along with the rest of them. So he came out for Christmas. I just put some batteries in and he's not working. Not sure why. I mean, he's quite old, so you just have to imagine, okay? Jingle bell, jingle rock. Jingle bell, da da da, you know the words. Da 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 da. And I've lost some weight. I lost a pound. So I am half a pound away from my first target, which was £7 before Christmas. So it's about 10 days before we go to New York. So if I work hard this week and then hopefully next week I'll have hit goal and possibly a little bit more. If I could lose a pound next week, gives me a little bit of leeway when I go away. But for today, if you remember, it's Invisible Stomach Day today because I've just been weighed. So today's treat is a Costa. My drink of choice, a soya milk chai latte. I love it. And I drink soya not because I'm vegan or not really dairy intolerant, but I can't be doing with loads of dairy. So I'm more than happy to have a soya milk in my soya chai latte. Cheers. And he's jealous because I'm giving all my attention to Anne. Oh, and there's the post, who is knitting. And I never did show people this when we did it last time.
Oh.
Look at what she's knitting.
for my hound.
A jumper for her greyhound, Jerry.
Oh, I've got 12 now.
She's got 12 now. Hang on, be back in a minute. We're back, and can I just say that Anne is doing wrap and turn on this, which is pigging for the best of us. The best of us, honestly, like I'm some super genius. And she's done it. She's doing it. She's wrapping and she is turning. Hey! It's Friday lunchtime. You have a bit of a dog here. Yeah, of course you do. And the other one, oh, she's washing her foot. Oops, sorry. Honey, where is Easy Pickles? Oh. And I just thought I'd jump on quickly and say that I've been busy doing lots of preparation this morning for the Socks on the Beach Christmas party tomorrow. And we are now Hannah and I are going out to the cinema to see Last Christmas, which is the new Christmas film in the UK. So hopefully that will put us in a festive mood. And I will be doing, oh, she's here. I will be doing the Christmas Carol chat later on, and also the draw for the bag of yarn that I was going to give away. So I'll see you the other side of the film.
That's a bit hard.
Hey, honey.
Just because I adhere to proper cinema conduct.
Can you wave at us? You know why she's sitting down there? So she doesn't have to share her popcorn.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Oh, look, I'm sitting right back. I seem to be miles away. So I'll sit forward like that. That's a bit better. So we're back from the cinema. We went to see Last Christmas. It was really good. The first bit, after about 15, 20 minutes, I was thinking, let me like this. I'm going to be one of the, like I didn't like Hamilton when I went to see that at the theatre. I'm going to be the one person who doesn't like this film. Although I've since heard from Hannah that it was panned by the critics, but I loved it. It was lovely. It was really good. So if you like mushy Christmas films with a happy ending, and I will say no more. It was great. So we went with a couple of friends, a friend of mine, Sonia, who I talked about, and her son, Karim, who is friends with Hannah and Joe. And it was great. And I think we plan to all go and see Little Women after Christmas as well. So that would be really nice. And we're back now. I thought I would sit, look, my festive thing. It's been a very busy week. As I've said, I've been planning lots of things, sorting out lots of things. We've got another week before we go away, or Hannah and I at least. Excuse me just a second. What you doing? What you doing? No. True to form, Honey is deciding to be a nuisance. Henry is sitting just here with me. Excuse me. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little clips I put up beforehand. Thank you for all your wonderful comments on the last, oh, indigestion now, I'm so sorry. On my last Saturday's vlog, which was the last day of November. I missed it. I missed doing it. So it's nice to have been doing some clips and putting them all together today. I think, first of all, I'm not going to natter for too long because we're home. It's about 7:15 and I need to do dinner for Hannah and I anyway. I've got my cup of tea here. First things first, I'm going to do the lucky number for the bag of minis that I'm going to give away. So I wrote down all the names. So we had 49 people commented, which was amazing. Thank you so much. And I'm now going to ask she who shall not be named, who is Alexa, to do the random number. So we've got 49, so I'm going to do it from 0 to 50 so that everybody's in with an equal chance. So let's have a go. Alexa, give me a number between 0 and 50.
Your random number between 0 and 50 is 35.
35. So did you hear that? I hope you managed to hear that. And number 35 is Maida B, who I've been chatting to. She's been watching since the beginning. You have won. I'll put you there, look. That's just so people know. Number 35. All honest and above board. Maida, if I'll put my email address, at the bottom of the screen now. So if you drop me an email with your postal details, I'll get that posted to you this week. All that lovely yarn, which I really should have and be showing, but I left it in the other room. So anyway, I'll be doing some other little giveaways and things because I think it's fun. But for the moment, Maida, you won. Congratulations. So that's that. Secondly, just before I go on to talk about Christmas Carol, I wanted to do just another brief book review for you. For those who are building your book list for next year, and I think a few of you are, I've been building mine. I think I'm probably at about 20 to 25 books. Perhaps next week I'll start sharing the things that are on my list. I've decided I'm going to create the list and read and log as we've been talking about. One book that I strongly recommend to you, and it's a modern book. As I've said, I don't go great guns on modern books, but I do like slightly quirky, non-run-of-the-mill books. So the one I want to recommend is this one. The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry by Rachel Joyce. I've got it in hardback. It is available in paperback now because I bought it, for some reason I bought it as soon as it was out because I read the synopsis and I couldn't resist it. And oh, it's a lovely book. It's absolutely charming. It's insightful. It doesn't pretend to be anything super deep and meaningful, but it's so perceptively written and it's lovely. And if you want a really nice kind of, I won't say sympathetic, but not in a soppy way, really sort of thoughtful book that is a very straightforward story, I highly recommend this to you. I'm just I wonder whether I could read the, well, I'll read you what's on the inside cover. When Harold Fry leaves home one morning to post a letter with his wife hoovering upstairs, he has no idea that he is about to walk from one end of the country to the other. He has no hiking boots or map, let alone a compass, waterproof or mobile phone. All he knows is that he must keep walking to save someone else's life. Highly recommend it. And for what it's worth, all the friends I recommended this to have absolutely loved it as well. So there's one. Think about putting it on your book list. And finally, the Dickens along. Okay, Christmas Carol. If you've managed to keep up, I hope you have. We should all be at least at the end of chapter 2, stave 2 by today. I've been reading it at bedtime. As I said, when I do my reading, I forgot just how good a book it was, how good a story, how much I liked the write. Thank you. Do you mind? We're on telly. We're on telly. Come on, lay down. Can you lay down? Go on your head. How how much I like the writing of it. What did you think? What did you think of the writing? For those of you who haven't read Dickens before, was it what you thought? Had you built up a kind of an idea of what you thought it might be like? I'd be interested to know. For those of you who've read Dickens but haven't read A Christmas Carol, are you enjoying it? I did write a couple of things down. Yeah, and again, because I'm a top class professional vlogger, I've left the note over on the table. Hang on. Okay. Let's pretend that I didn't do that. Yeah. I've got here just things for you to think about, obviously. Was it what you expected? Have you seen the film? And if you've seen the film, is it very different now? I mean, there are obviously lots of films. Is it very different? Is there any part of it that you didn't like? Are there, you know, do you not like it at all? Do you not like the way Dickens writes? Just chewing a bone now, sorry. We've had a chapter of him in his counting house when he first encounters, and he encounters the ghost of Jacob Marley. And then we've got him with the ghost of Christmas Past, which I think is possibly one of the most touching ghosts in a way, but obviously things are going to hot up a bit. My favourite bit, I think, so far is Fezziwig. Love Fezziwig. And as you will have seen earlier, I named two of my fish. We've got Fezziwig and Marley. I don't know, we watch A Christmas Carol, the musical with Albert Finney, every year. That's another favourite of ours. I love the music to it as well. And I love Fezziwig in that, and I love the whole scene with Fezziwig. So I'm kind of a bit coloured by that, prejudice already. The other bit I love was the discussion at the beginning when they talk about, sorry, I feel I need to hold the book. When they talk about Marley being as dead as a doornail, when Dickens talks about Marley being as dead as a doornail, and it always tickles me when he says, I might have been inclined myself to regard a coffin nail as the deadest piece of ironmongery in the trade, but the wisdom of our ancestors is in the simile, and my unhallowed hands shall not disturb it, or the country's done for. I think that's brilliant. I love it. What else? Oh, the description of Scrooge was amazing. It really does create a really nasty type of character, doesn't it? It's particularly the bit where it says hard and sharp as flint. Anyway, I have to remember I'm not teaching a homeschool class, but there are a couple of my favourite bits from it. So yeah, have a think about if you'd like to chat about it, if you've got any queries. Obviously there's a fair few of us reading along, so hopefully we'll get a good discussion going on down below and we can follow that through. So next week it's going to be, I believe I said, the third chapter, stave 3, which is the visit from the Spirit of Christmas Present. Some of you may have gone straight through to that already, but keep at it, that's brilliant. And yeah, I shall keep recording. I think it'll work quite nicely if it seems to come across okay once this is all done and up, to have a sort of a vlog pod. So I've got about 15 minutes of vlog from my week, sharing my week with you, and then 15 minutes of chat. Oh, I know what else I was going to show you very briefly. Again, left it over here. Hang on. First of all, I finished Hannah's sweater. Those of you who follow me on Instagram will have seen it, but I will put a bit of clip from her after this bit. And I've also cast on the Snuggle Down cowl the one that I talked about casting on. It's a gift. It's super fluffy. Can you see that okay? You can see that, the halo of that. So, it's just beautiful. I love this. You see that there? Anne fell in love with this when she came round. I showed this to her. So I'm using Lay Family yarn. My lovely friend Kelly, sorry, found a cardboard leaf in my knitting basket. Lay Family yarn, which was her colourway for the Marie Curie Flower Power Fund last year. And I'm pairing it with this floof alpaca, baby suri in silk. And that is the most amazing yarn. I didn't think I would enjoy this, but I'm absolutely loving it. And I am tempted, even though I avoid silk virtually 99% of the time, I'm tempted to get some and to do one of the sweaters, like the No Frills sweater by Petite Knits, something like that, using this, I'll double with this, because the actual fabric of this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm late to this party. All the knitters amongst you probably been using this for ages, but I've been fighting it because ethically I don't agree with silk production. So anyhows, my peeps, thank you for joining me. We're on just coming up to 15 minutes. I will put some Henry and Honey footage at the end again, so there'll be a bit of Hannah's sweater, bit of Henry and Honey footage. Go and see Last Christmas, read A Christmas Carol, read The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry, or at least put it on your book list to read in the new year. Have a brilliant week. I hope you're enjoying everybody else's Vlogmases. I'm watching a few and keeping up with 2 or 3 of my closest friends. I've got the Socks on the Beach Christmas party tomorrow, and I will be filming that. So there'll be footage in that next week if you're wondering what that's all about. Suffice it to say that there'll be a few funny games to be played, as well as lots of knitting and glorious fun and friends and everything. So, oh, hang on, Henry wants to come and say goodbye. Come on, lad, come and say goodbye. Here he is. Hey, here's my boy. Say, oh boy, everybody. Bye. See you all next week.
Hello, Mr. Bond. We've been expecting you.